Heal and root. Healing the future from the root.
Good morning, this is Qingqiao information of Friday, May 9, 2025. Moment of enlightenment: a man may be innocent, but possessing a treasure makes him guilty. The weak are not at fault, but precious things can invite disaster. This reminds us to protect our values while knowing when to conceal our strengths, balancing sharpness with caution. Today in history, 31 years ago, Nelson Mandela broke the chains of apartheid in the name of freedom and became South Africa's first black president. His 27 years in prison did not confine his tolerance, but refined his wisdom of reconciliation. The father of South Africa won the Nobel Peace Prize for his nonviolent struggle, yet defined true victory through forgiveness. In a world still torn by hatred, he showed that the end of oppression is not a mere shift in power, but the shared liberation of both oppressors and the oppressed. Welcome to Qingqiao Information. Switzerland to ban Hamas starting mid-May. On May 15, Switzerland will enact a law. The law grants police powers to impose entry restrictions, deport individuals, and enhance financial oversight to prevent Hamas from using Switzerland as a transit point for funds, in order to protect national security and uphold international law. Qingqiao's view: Switzerland's ban on Hamas marks a shift in its neutral policy. As a global financial center, Switzerland manages about 2.5 trillion francs in cross-border assets, Bank for International Settlements. The ban is a necessary step to build a financial firewall. U.S. military plans major drone deployment. The U.S. military is undergoing its largest reform since the Cold War, planning to equip each of its 10 active combat divisions with around 1,000 drones. This shift would enable large-scale drone operations for reconnaissance, supply transport, and strike missions. Background: drones have proven effective on the battlefield, offering low cost and the ability to attack in clusters, breaking through defenses. They also provide real-time video feeds, making it difficult for enemies to remain hidden. Recently, Ukraine's maritime drone downed a Russian fighter for the first time. Qingqiao's view: the large-scale use of drone swarms signals a shift in warfare from steel duel to algorithm game. The core of this transformation is the shift in battlefield dominance from traditional firepower to data computing advantage. North Korea sends 1,500 workers to Russia. Background: 1. In 2019, the UN Security Council banned countries from hiring North Korean workers overseas to sanction North Korea's nuclear weapons research. 2. In recent years, Moscow and Pyongyang have strengthened ties. Data shows that the number of North Korean workers entering Russia last year was 12 times higher than the previous year. These workers are primarily concentrated in Russia's Far East, which borders North Korea and is a region Russian President Vladimir Putin has long sought to develop into an industrial base. The area is rich in timber, minerals, and oil. Qingqiao's view: this incident is a geopolitical test in the gray zone. When one of the 5 permanent members of the UN openly circumvents a Security Council resolution, it weakens the authority of international sanctions and shows that the multilateral framework is being undermined by major powers. The sound of North Korean workers chiseling in the Far East's forests may signal the loosening of the current international order. Thailand reports first anthrax death in decades. Thailand reported its first anthrax death in decades, with at least 638 suspected infections. Of these, 36 were linked to livestock slaughter, and the rest resulted from consuming undercooked beef. All patients are receiving antibiotic treatment, and an investigation into the infection source is underway. Professional Popular Science. Anthrax, caused by bacteria affecting animals like cattle, horses, and sheep, can be transmitted to humans through skin contact, inhalation, or ingestion. Symptoms include skin pustules and breathing difficulties, which can be fatal in severe cases, though it is not spread between people. History Mirror. Thailand has not reported any new anthrax deaths since 1994, when 3 people died. Laos recorded 129 infections and 1 death in 2024. Vietnam confirmed 13 cases in May 2023. Qingqiao's view. Forgotten zoonoses are quietly returning through ancient routes like the food chain and occupational exposure. The ability of anthrax bacteria to lie dormant in soil for decades reminds us that in the microbial world, humans are merely short-lived visitors. The 2024 annual reports of photovoltaic glass-listed companies show that most are under significant profit pressure, with nearly half reporting losses. The industry's gross profit margin fell below 10%, a 5-year low. Qingqiao's view. Photovoltaic glass, a special architectural glass that integrates solar cells, generates power while serving as a building material. Falling below the 10% profit margin signals that companies are nearing the point where production equals loss. This collective profit warning reflects a deep adjustment in the new energy industry chain, marked by a mismatch between rapid capacity expansion and slowing demand, cost pressures from technological shifts, and a reshuffling of profit distribution across the supply chain. Today's insight. In times of shifting order, it is vital to uphold core values while sensing rule changes. When drones dominate battlefields, photovoltaic glass dips below cost, and international sanctions lose force, only those with strategic resolve and adaptive insight can navigate the storm. History does not pity the slow, it rewards clear-eyed reformers.